Hi.
Hola, todo el mundo.
How are you?
Hi from Savannah.
Yes, we're together.
Yay!
How does it get any better? Oh, wow. Talk about fun energies and look, we're so in sync.
We didn't even plan this. We walked out and we're like, really, girl? Yes. So that's been fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how did I get so lucky to have Sayler, Shiningstar, here in Savannah with me? My goodness. Really, really appreciate it. In case you don't know who she is, this is Sayler.
Yeah, hi. And how do I get so lucky to be playing with Siris this week? Yes, it's so much more fun when we're together creating than when we're hours apart.
States, sometimes countries.
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, Helene. Gosh, so it's been really cool, to actually get to share Savannah with Sayler. She's been hearing me talk about it forever now, and for me to be like, here, let's go here, let's try this food out, let's walk here, let's drive around and check this place out, and for her to hear and experience with all of her senses all the beauty that Savannah has to offer.
Yes, so much. The trees, the breeze,
Smells.
the smells, the heat and the humidity and the sweat pouring out of my body.
Super detox. That's what Savannah invites us all to. Yes. Detox.
And yumminess in downtown in the I'll call it the quarters. I don't remember what it's actually called.
The plazas or squares. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them out there. And yeah, my housemate, Reid. Hi, Reid.
There's Reid. Hi.
So instead of having 3 facilitators in the house, we've been having 4 facilitators in our house this week, and that's been delicious.
Yes. Yes. Talk about, heightened awareness, yummy playfulness. Yeah.
And then there's always somebody to touch your body and run body processes on. Thank you very much. Yes.
Little bars, yumminess.
Some facelift. Okay. All of this. Yes. Thank you. It's been really great. And so it's definitely, as what Sayler does is when she comes to a space, she makes things so much more calm, and just has been a lovely addition to our house here and to the community here in Savannah that we've been creating. And so very, very grateful for that. We've been having some really awesome conversations this week as well, about everything.
Yes.
But one thing in particular that we keep revisiting, and we're like, okay, we're going to keep talking about this. There's a lot here, is all of these different things or people or spaces that we've put on the shelf, that we've kind of like put aside for a bit, and that we're starting to play with again, and that we're starting to consider adding back into our lives again, and that some of which we're actually have been choosing and are choosing to add back in a very conscious, dynamic, and super generative way.
Yeah. So in our co-creating, some of the things that are playing and coming out that have been put up on shelves for a few years or many years.
For some of the things, yeah.
For me, it's shamanism. I set it aside when I became an early childhood teacher and didn't play with that. I set Reiki aside. And I've been playing in Tantra for years, and just recently, the shamanism and the Tantra, they've been tapping on my shoulder the last couple of years. Hey, you! Not ready for you yet. You!
Do you all have anything like that that's been kind of tapping on your shoulder, that it's like you look on the shelf of all of your tools, of all the different experiences you've had, the different systems you've played with, and you're like, they're kind of buzzing at you, they're kind of going, pss, 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 pss. Hey, what's up? What's going on? You want to play? You want to play? And for me too, it's been so many different things that I would pick up every once in a while, like, tarot reading and law of attraction, theta healing, also Reiki and shamanism as well. There's just so many different tools that are available to us to play with, to contribute to our lives, to contribute to our bodies, to our money flows. And so instead of just doing every once in a while, taking things off the shelf, we've been really looking at, well, what are the things that we'd really like to not just every once in a while take off, but really consciously ramp up our use of them, our play with them, our creation with them. And it's been a life-changing, game-changing, body-changing experience. And we're just getting started and really looking at all the possibilities with this. I'm wondering for all of you, what are those things that you've put on the shelf? Because one of the things that we were looking at is there's so many people that were connected with those different things, with Tantra, with Reiki, with shamanism. And I think that a lot of people erroneously thought that we were turning our backs to them, turning our backs on them, when we were not playing with those tools in the same ways that we used to, when we weren't going to those same places and events as frequently as we used to. And that wasn't the case. We still wanted to play with them, and we would still like to play with them. And I'm just wondering if there's anybody out there that as soon as they started choosing something different, that they had those moments where people thought that you were separating from them, that you were separating from them by not playing with those tools, by not having them as a part of your life in the same way. And is that actually true? For some of you, maybe it is true that you really needed to have some space from those people and those places. But for us, at least, one of the things that we realized is that wasn't the case for us. We really wanted to still have all those people in our lives. We were just playing with new things. We were getting really excited. We were creating different things, playing with different people.
And, when I think about it, I was still playing with those energies. I just wasn't verbally or specifically bringing them out into the world.
Yeah.
To teach.
That's true, because there's so many different things, like the tarot card reading, that a lot of people, they know me as Access Consciousness or as a facilitator of that, or through my speech and language therapy, with working in schools and clinics, all these different things. And they didn't know that these other things were there. There were these threads of that throughout my life all the time. There's a lot of things for all of us that people just don't know that we're doing, that we're playing in, because we're not doing a video on every single thing. We're not, doing a class on every single tool that we're using. And so it's maybe a handful of people, in my life at least, that know the extent of all of the different things that are in my repertoire. And that there's this openness to, and what else? Let's add in more, all the time.
Constantly changing. When I make a list of the things that I've learned and the things that I've taught, I'm always surprised that the next time I make a list, it's like, oh, I didn't put this down. I didn't put that down. Like, those are things from years ago.
Right.
Not just the new stuff that isn't on the list.
And it keeps getting more, yeah. And there's more with that. So what if we could have both? What if we could have and still play with all those things and revisit some of the things that we have put on the shelf that has been collecting dust, that has gotten maybe so dried up that it's about to crack, and we're like, whoa, let's give it some water, let's, some love and some nurturing, some energy its way, and also be present with what's currently working and what's currently lighting us up, and then continue to be open to adding new things.
Yeah.
All of that.
And what else? And what else? And what else?
Yeah. So we just wanted to take a moment and really invite you all to look at what's been on your shelves and what you would like to take off, put back on, all these switching. It could be multiple shelves, right? If you really want to extend this metaphor, this analogy onward. On the chat we have here, yes, sometimes I don't know how to let others still feel connected to me even when I keep exploring new things, because that's what I choose. Yeah. And one of the things that I love is actually, and we were doing this in a class that we were just facilitating, where you actually increase all of the energy in your body and flow energy to all of those people no matter where they are, so that they still feel connected. And it may be different amounts of energy, different kinds of energies that you're flowing depending on the person, but you can do it to everyone you know all the time. I just had a friend who I hadn't talked to since middle school that we touch base every once in a while through social media, and she messaged me the other day and was telling me about myself, and I was like, you are so aware of what's going on in my world, and we haven't talked since middle school, which was many lifetimes ago. And yet there was this, that we were still connected. She acknowledged that we can just pick up where we left off. It was really beautiful. And that can be the case for those that are willing to have that be the case with you. And not everyone's willing, and that's okay. But there may be more people willing than we've acknowledged.
Well, and also what happens when we're willing to take those tools or things back off the shelf. Oop, there's my hand, back off the shelf. Let's put my hand down. So, yeah.
You got long limbs, honey.
Yeah, so when you take these things back off the shelf that have been sitting up there collecting dust or crackling from old age or whatever it is, what other possibilities do we have? How much more fun can we play with? How many more people can we play with?
Yeah.
And what are our bodies like about that?
I mean, that just, you read my mind. Yeah, like it's, our bodies are so happy when we actually have more things available to us, more tools, more people. And it doesn't have to be people physically in your space. Not everyone is okay with that. I get it. It's not required. But even just having those energies and being willing to receive energies from everybody, no matter where they are in the world. You know, I have friends all over the world. I'm so grateful to have friends all over the world and to know that I'm connected with them no matter what country they're in and what language they speak and what religion they practice. All of these different things, it doesn't matter if we choose for it not to be significant, for it not to be a barrier or an obstacle. We have another comment here. Awesome conversation. It just blew my mind and opened up more spaces. I'm so glad. Yay. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, you'll have more of that. Yes, me too.
Yeah. I was just going to say that.
I literally got done with a class right now, and I was just happy, and I was like, more of that, more of that, more of that. And so, more of that. Let's choose it, all of us together, in whatever way is going to work for you.
More of that, please.
Until next time, everyone, thanks for watching. Bye. Enjoy your day and evening wherever you are.
Yeah. Oh, and if we go out tonight and go dancing, we might do some Facebook Live from dancing.
Would you guys like to see that? Us shaking and dancing. Maybe we'll do some of that.
I haven't been out dancing in Savannah yet, so my body wants to move it and groove it.
We've been talking about it.
Yep.
Later, y'all.
Bye.